All right, I'm holding my laptop up with one hand, so bear with me. I'm going to start this by saying it's reverse retro night. Let's go. We're going to get to see the black, red, and white for the first time. All right, so Toronto Maple Leafs, they have snapped 2 semi-long win streaks. The most notable one was the New Jersey Devils, we all know. They were going for 14 straight wins for franchise record, and in that game there were 3 goals disallowed. Most of them, they were all pretty much fine. It was just kind of a crazy game. Beers were thrown on the ice. They flew to Minnesota, beat them 4-3, and then they flew to Pittsburgh, snapped the Penguins' 5-game win streak with a 4-1 win over them. So now they're going to go to Detroit, try and make their own 4-game win streak, and in the process snap the Red Wings' 4-game win streak with a victory at LCA. All right, let's see what Katya Kanap says. So some statistics. Points percentage, Toronto's 67.4, 6th in the league, and Detroit's 9th, 65%. Goals per game ranking, they're both not very good. Red Wings are 3.25 per game, Maple Leafs are 3 per game, which is kind of odd. You know, they have the best goal scorer apparently in the league, who has 10 goals right now. So it's definitely not where Jason Robertson or Connor McDavid are at, who are having phenomenal seasons. But he's still over a point a game. I think Matthews is at 20 points, something like that, or 10 goals, 14 assists, something like that. He's doing fine. Goals against per game, Detroit is 13th with 3 goals against per game. Toronto is 4th. That's pretty good. Okay, so their goaltending, we didn't think it was going to be good with Samsonov and Murray, but it turns out it's actually pretty darn good. So they only give up 2.565. Power play ranking. Okay, as we know, this article will touch on, I think, Red Wings are abysmal 5-on-5. So if the Maple Leafs aren't taking any penalties, Red Wings power play is not going to get a chance to get the goals that they need to win the game. So it's going to be necessary because just goals aren't going in the way we need them to, 5-on-5. Power play ranking, 23.3. Red Wings are 11th. It's good for 11th best in the league. Maple Leafs are slightly better at 24.3. That's 9th best in the league. Penalty kill, Red Wings have an exceptional penalty kill. Apparently, I didn't know that. 82%. That's actually fantastic. Holy shit. And Maple Leafs are 17th. Okay, so that's good. So if we get them on the penalty, if we get them on the power play, there's a good opportunity there. Team shorthand shooting ranking. Okay, some of these stats aren't that important. Red Wings are 6th, 11.1%. Is that what that means? Maple Leafs are 17th, 9.8%. So the Red Wings are getting a lot of shots, I'm seeing here. Most goals per team. Dominic Kubalik and Dylan Larkin are both at 9. JT and William Nylander for the Leafs are at 12. Points, Larkin's got 23. He's having a great season. And we know he's no Mitchell Marner, Patrick Kane point scorer, but that's still impressive. Marner's at 27. Most penalty minutes. Wow, Rasmussen, I didn't know that. Bunting's at 32. I think, okay. What else? Time on ice leader, Morgan Riley, 23. Moritz Seider, 22.99. Okay, so they're splitting that. What else does Katya say? Okay, so is Detroit any good? They have a positive goal differential, something that usually reliably tells you never follow an adverb with another adverb. It tells you if a team is a playoff team or not. None of their 11 wins are in regulation, so it isn't obvious. So it isn't obviously one-goal game goalie heroics, but they're winning with a mediocre goals against and goals for. It just shades to positive on the differential. So I don't know if Nedeljkovic is playing, but that would be an indication that they might not get their 5th straight win. For goalies with at least 5 games played, Alex Ned is 2nd worst goalie in the NHL out of 67 with minus 1.5. Ville Husso is 28th from the top, so a poor starter / excellent backup with .141 so far. Detroit ain't doing it with their goalies. Yeah, like I said, I think they're allowing 3.25 goals per game, 3 goals per game. And Detroit, or the Maple Leafs are allowing like half a goal less than that. And they played 3 more games. Here's the 5-on-5. Red Wings are 28th in Corsi with 45%. Honestly, don't know what that means, which counts as very bad this year with the worst team, Chicago, at 40%. Okay, so that should say, now we know 40s is a pretty bad Corsi percentage to be in. Their expected goals are better and move them to 24th, 47%, just below the mediocre middle range. So their goals for percentage is 49, so either they have a very talented shooters or it's just luck, because we know they don't have hot goalies. I mean, Husso had a shutout to start his game to start the season, and the game they won yesterday was, or not yesterday, against the Coyotes was what, a 3-2 shootout win, or was it a 4-3 shootout win? They're on a 4-game win streak, and I think he's played the majority of the games, if not all of them. They have a good-ish save percentage. It tells you virtually nothing about goaltending. That's true. All right, my arm's getting sore. I'm going to wrap this up soon. Switch arms. They're allowing very little in terms of expected goals against and producing very poor offense at 5-on-5, okay? This is starting to really seem like shooting luck / Dylan Larkin being good. We all know he's pretty good. He's looked so good this season. Feet are definitely under him. Dominic Kubalik, who the Wings are playing with Larkin, has a shooting percentage of 16.7, and that's not all hot air that's going to vanish. He's a good shooter on his career, so his usage as a guy whose job is to just score on their top line is very smart. We saw that when he put up over 30 goals with the Blackhawks his rookie year, and he had something like between 20 and 30 last year, even though he had only 32 points. He might have had a little bit less, but the guy is a great shooter, and 16.7 is nothing to brush off as a percentage. Detroit is a modestly good power play. I think I said they're 11th best in the league. That's pretty good. And if the Maple Leafs have bottom half penalty kill, that bodes well for them. And they're unveiling their jerseys. Lions, according to Ansar Khan, are going to be Dominic Kubalik, Dylan Larkin, Perron, Tyler Bertuzzi, Andrew Kopp, Lucas Raymond. Andrew Kopp scored a goal his last game. Raymond had 2 points, Bertuzzi had 2 points, and Hronek had 2 points. Is Handlebar Hronek going to stay on a heater? We hope so. Third line, Adam Ernie, Michael Rasmussen, Oscar Sundqvist, and Jonathan Berggren, Joe Veleno, Pius Suter for the fourth line. Elmer Soderblom still not back. He's still training or rehabbing his foot or something. There's not exactly a timeline that's clear. He probably will go back to GR just to get some playing time in before he comes back up. Defenseman hasn't changed really. It's Sherratt, Seider, Mono Hronek, Jake Wallman, Osterley. Okay, Husso is the confirmed starter, so that's good to know. And the Leafs. This video is already long enough. I'm not going to talk about them that much. And then let's see if we can get to their lineup. It looks like Matt Murray is getting the start. Their first line is Bunting, Austin Matthews, Nylander. Second line, having Tavares as a second line center is pretty cool. Calle Jarnkrok, Mitch Marner between Tavares, Alex Kerfoot, Pontus Holmberg, Pierre Engvall, Zach Aston-Reese, David Kampf, Dennis Mulligan, Giordano, Hall, Rasmus Sandin, Shalgren, Mete, Hallwell. They waived Wayne Simmons recently. I don't know if he got picked up. Someone leave a comment, but they have the oldest player on all the NHL on the roster in Mark Giordano. And they have 2 goalies who are actually playing exceptionally well. So looking forward to this game. It's at 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 Eastern. And we're going for a 5th straight. Good luck, Red Wings. Cheers.